In EA Sports MMA, not only can you play as one of the many stars in the game, you can actually create and share the fighter of your dreams. EA Sports MMA Create a Fighter mode is the most in-depth fighter creation system in the market. There are two ways to create your fighter. You can either start a career and begin the construction of your fighter here, or you can go to the Fighter Share section and create your fighter there. From this screen, you will also be able to share, download, and search other created fighters from around the world and your very own friends. This is your chance to create the ultimate roster of fighters. If you have a favorite MMA fighter that you have always wanted to play with in EA Sports MMA, now is your chance to create them. From the body and fight style, clothing, and tattoos, every detail is there, and you can create it to your exact liking. So let's get started. I've personally always wanted to be a giant person, just a personal thing. Being 5'11", my only dream of becoming that is through Create a Fighter. You will start creating your fighter by inputting in general information. There are hundreds of different names to choose from. My name is Carlos, so let's go with that. And let's go with Nawara. And since I'm pretty darn guapo, let's go with El Guapo. The cool thing is, as you come out to fight, the announcers will actually say your name. The announcer spent hours and hours recording these to make sure the game has as many real names as possible. After you put in your age, birthday, and hometown, it will ask you what weight class you would like to be in. This is important for a couple of reasons. Your weight class will determine minimum and maximum attribute points allowed when creating your fighter, and you will also be able to select from different body types as well. If you happen to change your weight class when creating your fighter, it will reset all of your attributes, so don't do that unless you're really sure. I want to create the biggest, craziest looking giant fighter ever, so, of course, I'm going to go heavyweight. El Guapo never misses a meal, so let's put him in the max, 265 and 6'8". This guy's going to be a beast. He would have been in the NBA, but he's just too crazy. Now it's time to pick a body type, very similar to mine. Just kidding, no way. And next is fight style. You can choose from every different style of fighter in the world. I love knocking the heck out of somebody, so I will go with the brawler. You can see the strengths and weaknesses of each style above the selections. Select your lead hand or foot, and then move on to one of the most important things when creating a fighter, their attributes. You have to consider the style of fighter you are when doing this. Since my style is brawler, I'm going to focus on my striking power and takedown defense. You will have 2,000 points to use for all of the different attributes, and don't be afraid to use them all. You can get very specific with these and take your time. For the sake of this tutorial, I will come back to these later and move on to the next part. Be careful when moving through these sections to make sure you don't miss anything. As you complete each section, the game will move you on to the next section, and if you're not paying attention, you could miss something. Special moves are next, and these are fun. You will start with some special moves already, but then you're allowed to select 14 more. I will focus on some tactical striking special moves because these will lend themselves better to my type of fighter. Always keep that in mind when creating your fighter. What is their fighting style, and how will this benefit it? Now let's move on to appearance. First thing you will have to choose from is what your head will look like. You can either use photo game face or choose from a pre-made head. Let's go with the pre-made head, which out of context sounds really weird and creepy, but for this tutorial it fits. There are over 50 styles of heads, and I'm looking for the meanest and craziest looking one. My giant fighter needs to scare someone just with his looks, and this one looks good. Next is skin. I'll give him a nice Florida tan, and then we move on to body physique. A giant man needs a giant fighter physique. So, no average for me. This guy's going to be a ripped freak. And finally, let's give him some eye color. Next is hair. What new do will I give El Guapo, the giant MMA fighter? Let's get something that looks like he just woke up out of bed. Yeah, that'll do. And as much as I would like to give him blue or red hair, I think it will just stick with black. You can select every type of hair on your body, from sideburns, eyebrows, facial hair, and body hair. To me, the hairier the giant, the better. Not only hairy, let's give him creepy white eyebrows and chest hair. Yeah, there we go. El Guapo is looking like a giant werewolf-type creature, and I love it. I really want him to scare his opponents with a couple of giant front and back tattoos. There are close to 100 different types of tattoos, and you can place them anywhere, on your back, your chest, and even stomach. Now, El Guapo is really looking like a monster. It's time to give El Guapo some proper fighting clothes. You can style him with a cool shirt with over 200 to choose from, but my fighter doesn't like shirts. His blonde chest hair makes it itchy. So let's focus on the shorts. We have 3 styles to choose from, and I want to go with the craziest looking one. Yep, that's right, skin-tight fighter shorts will do, and they have camo. Perfect. My alternate shorts will go more normal, and you can actually place cool logos all around the shorts. The logos won't work on all shorts. They have to be a pair of unlicensed shorts in order to design your very own pair. Last but not least, your attitude. From here, you will be able to choose your walkout music, intro, stance, and celebration. Each one has several different options, including some real MMA fighters' stance styles and celebrations. Now, before you confirm all your settings, make sure you didn't miss anything. I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some points where I need to. And he's not from Orlando anymore. Let's put him from Suriname. I don't even know what that is, but it works. Let's put a new last name and a new nickname, because Awapa just doesn't work anymore. He looks way more like a skull crusher. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's confirm our selections and then you're done. It will bring you back to the fighter share screen where you can check out your own fighters and download other fighters that people have made from all around the world under the Download Fighters tab. Now you are ready to take your very own creative fighter into either a quick fight now match or throw them right into a career and see how far you can take them. Either way, have fun, and I hope this video helped. From the EA Sports Live team, I'm Carlos Navarro. Later, gamers.